What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to another Jah Pint Show.
Yeah.
We're glad that you came to visit. Stay for a while as we get into this week's in review. But before I start, I'd like to say...
Whoa. What you mean before you start? Listen, I'm Jah. Well, we can ready to start the show. Come on, roll it.
This week in review, we have Ja Rule, who slams 50 in his new book called The Rules. And apparently, he addresses the beef that he had with 50 Cent.
Oh, he was in prison and became a man? That's what he's saying? He became a man in prison?
He actually does say that. He actually, not that he becomes a man, but he actually had time to sit and think and evolve.
Running from Fleece Johnson.
I don't know. I heard he wasn't running, but then again, whatever. In the book, he talks about the fact that he addresses the 50 Cent beef. And he talked about how he felt like he needed to because it would be an injustice if he was writing a bio and didn't write about that, because that was an essential piece of the hip-hop feud that he played with Ja Rule. And, really wasn't hip-hop feud. It was just one man not really digging another man for whatever reason. He says that, he's really not bringing up the beef or bringing up the situation to cause and create more beef. Mm-hmm. He says he's really just, telling the story about what happened. He said, 50 is doing what he's doing, I'm doing what I'm doing, so never two shall meet again.
Well, I'll tell you what. 50 seemed to be in drama with everybody. And I don't know what that's about. But I will tell you this. If you look at hip-hop was never supposed to be all this beef. Ja Rule and them is like, I don't know what that's about. Because this is not what hip-hop is about. I mean, we wasted our time with this, and the music and the culture suffers. That's all.
Right. You
know what you got to do? You got to read between the lines, and it boils down to listen to what I'm not saying. What that means is I got a little bit of money and I lost my mind. They took it all from me, put me in prison, and I got humble. And I'm starting all over, and I'm gonna sell this book, create as much controversy and drama as I can. Give me money so I can lose my mind again.
Well, whatever the case may be, hopefully this brother has learned his lessons and he's going to put them to use so that other people don't fall into those pitfalls, because he is, some kind of role model.
Ain't nobody looking at him as no role model because he's been clowned by everybody. They looking at 50 as the man because 50's selling TV shows, all right? And he's snatching chains at concerts, beefing with this cat, beefing with this dude. He done got into the beef with T.I. and his wife and Mayweather. Where does it stop?
Well, on another note, we have rich homie QUAN.
Fight the power.
We have rich homie QUAN. I don't know who that is. I guess everybody else out there knows. And he smacked a fan after they grabbed the rapper's arm in an attempt to pull themselves on stage.
How long he been in this game?
About a minute.
That's why he did that, because he doesn't know any better.
But he did it in Wisconsin. Enough said.
Well, no. You know what that is? What these cats really don't understand. Okay, let's go back, all right? Let's go back to the 5%ers, right? When the white man is the devil and this, that, and the third, and 85 and in the 5%. But what happened to you when you went overseas? And your whole audience was not.
I said Wisconsin.
No, I'm trying to lead up to something.
Okay.
You see, because you talk too much. See,
you said overseas. I'm wondering how the hell you get from Wisconsin to overseas.
My peoples is with me.
Your peoples is with you?
She like to talk.
The peoples is with you?
So now, no, what I'm saying. So now your whole audience is 90% white.
Mm-hmm.
So you looked out and all of a sudden you didn't have so much to say. Because you can't call those people all them names that you was talking about over in the States.
Right.
So you had to change your approach. So now, let's look at hip-hop and being in the States. All right? All your brothers in the hood is talking about, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah. Let me hold something. They don't buy your records. They don't pay to come see you. And then when you go to a concert, once again, your audience is 75%, 80%, 90% Caucasian. That's who supports you. And then that's what you do. That's why I brought up overseas.
Well,
if you let the professor talk, you see what the professor's going. Okay. You see what the professor's doing.
Apparently, QUAN was performing. He was showing some love, putting his hand out to the crowd or whatever like that. One of the spectators got a little happy, tried to pull himself up on the crowd, up on the stage with his arm, grabbing his arm. And apparently, QUAN started the music, kind of put him in, embarrassed him. And then, at the same time, he got a little slap on. So, video of the incident is now going viral. And at some point, again, that is not hip hop. That's not what we do. We do show the crowd love. That's what part of what we're supposed to be doing, because it's an interaction. It is a journey between the audience and the
Where you
person
get
that's
these
on the
words
stage.
from?
What?
Journeys and interactions. And yo, we came here to get it on. What's up?
So that is the show this week. And
Production?
again, we like to say,
No.
follow us on Jah and Pint.
We sending you back to the fall. Yo.
So thank you for coming out. See us again, Rap Station, every Tuesday, 9 o'clock, the Jah Pint Show. Make sure you understand that you really coming to see me. You'll patronize Jah Wealth for a little bit, but I'm the real star of the show. So hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Jah Pint at Facebook.com, and let us know what you think and collaborate with us.
Fish sandwiches.
Again, thanks for coming out. Peace.